¿Listo?
Listo, Lili, cuando quieras empezar.
Perfecto. Bueno, muy buenos días a todos. Bienvenidos a un nuevo ciclo de Casipra Exporta. Hoy estaremos presentando nuevas oportunidades en Bangladesh, innovación y beneficios para inversión. Y para hablar de este tema, hoy nos visitan Alim Talukder Al-Razi, presidente de la Cámara de Comercio e Industria Argentino-Bangladesh,
No.
Anis Rahman, jefe de la Oficina Tecnológica y presidente de Applied Research and Protonics, INC, y como invitada especial, Mrs. Priti Chakrabarty, directora de la Federación de Cámaras de Comercio e Industria de Bangladesh, directora de la Cámara de Comercio e Industria de Mujeres de Bangladesh y presidenta del Hospital Escuela Medical Universal. Así que bienvenidos y gracias por estar acá presentes. Adelante, Alim.
Ah, Muy buenos días a todos y bienvenido en la sesión de la CACIPRA por tema de la inversión e innovación y oportunidades en Bangladesh. Y justo estamos aquí, ustedes saben que desde 2018 esta Cámara está creada para trabajar conjuntamente por las ambas naciones en ambas tierras. Y hoy estamos para explicar las situaciones y el ambiente de la inversión en Bangladesh y para que los argentinos y los empresarios argentinos puedan buscar su oportunidad o puedan utilizar las oportunidades, lo que está existiendo en el Bangladesh. Bangladesh es un país, hoy es un día, es muy amigable de la inversión extranjera y para dar ventajas y ventanas para los inversionistas al mercado de Asia. Es una gran oportunidad para los argentinos, empresarios argentinos, utilizar su propio materia prima procesando en Bangladesh con las facilidades y beneficios y recursos que tiene en Bangladesh para lograr su mercado y quedarse buscar sus clientelas en Gran Asia. No solo las oportunidades en Bangladesh no se ocupa solamente con las 180 millones de habitantes del mercado del Bangladesh, es también te da la oportunidad para estar en el mercado vecinos como India, como China, como Tailandia, como Malasia, como Indonesia, y te acercas hasta la Oceanía, el continente de Oceanías, estando en Bangladesh. Estratégicamente, Bangladesh tiene una ubicación de geopolítica con acceso al mar para acceder a todos esos mercados y buscar sus oportunidades. El gobierno de Bangladesh tiene 70 zonas francas.
The new opportunities in Bangladesh, innovation and benefits for investment. It is the topic.
70 zonas francas de gobierno y 30 zonas francas privadas para dar oportunidades inversionistas para invertir directos. Es una oportunidad para aprovechar como lujo y tenemos un mercado de competencia muy competitivo, el mercado de recursos humanos, el mercado de las financieras. Y la infraestructura es muy accesible y muy baratos. Y porque el gobierno en la zona de Export Processing Zones, nosotros, Bangladesh, se facilita a los inversionistas extranjeras para que usted pueda invertir con muy bajo costo-precio, muchísimo bajo. Yo tengo que ejemplar, es como que $5 por acre, un valor del leasing para acceder del anual, para acceder en una tierra para producir los productos y hacer la industria en la tierra de Bangladesh. Con toda la facilidad de las transportaciones, la energía, el gas, todos los suministros, todos los servicios para que producen y exportan. Esa es orientativo a las exportaciones. Y también te da la ventaja para retirar su ganancia y el inversión 100%. y también te beneficia sin tener los socios de las nativos Bangladesh. Usted puede invertir sin descontar ningún impuesto por la inversión, lo que vas a invertir en Bangladesh. Y yo lo bienvenido a mis compañeros de Argentinas, empresarios, a Bangladesh para invertir y para acceder al mercado al mundo y poner el pie en Argentina para estar en el mercado mundial con sus productos utilizando el material primo de la Argentina. Y no quiero alargar mis discursos, pero estamos acá, Argentina, Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce and Industry, para ayudarlo, apoyarlo, cualquier empresario, cualquier emprendedor que tiene interés para explorar en Asia, estamos para dar la mano desde Bangladesh. Dejo mis saludos y gracias a ustedes para invitarme acá.
Gracias, Alim. Sí, no sé cuál de los dos invitados va a hablar y que tú le vas a hacer la traducción, entiendo. Si es Anis
Exactamente,
Rahman.
invítalo, señor Anis, siguientemente a señora Priti Chakraborty.
আপনি আমাকে একটুখানি যা যা বলছেন একটু সংক্ষেপে বলেন বাংলায় অথবা ইংরেজিতে।
Ok, dame un
আচ্ছা, আমি
segundo
তো
para que
কিছুই
le
বুঝবো না,
explico
তাহলে
al
আমি কার কথার
Mr.
উপরে কি
Chakraborty
কমেন্টটা করবো?
en বাংলা 2 minutos para que ella le entiende. যেটা আমি বলছি, আমাদের যে ইপিজেড এবং ব্যবসায় যে অপরচুনিটি গুলো আছে সেগুলো তারা কিভাবে কাজে লাগাতে পারে, আর্জেন্টিনার আপনার প্রাইম ম্যাটেরিয়াল গুলা বাংলাদেশে প্রসেস করে এশিয়ান মার্কেটে তারা কিভাবে অ্যাক্সেস করতে পারে, সেই কারণে আমরা তাদেরকে এখানে মানে ইনভাইট করতেছি বাংলাদেশে ইনভেস্ট করার জন্য, বাংলাদেশে এক্সপোর্ট প্রসেসিং এবং তার জন্য যে সমস্ত বেনিফিট গুলো তারা পেতে পারে এবং আমাদের কম্পিটিটিভ মার্কেট, হিউম্যান রিসোর্স মার্কেট, কম্পিটিটিভ ফাইন্যান্স মার্কেট যে বেনিফিট গুলো আছে এবং সরকারি যে সমস্ত বেনিফিট ফ্যাসিলিটি গুলো আছে সেই বিষয়গুলো আমি তাদেরকে অবহিত করছি আর কি। আপনি এটার ভিতরে আরো ইংলিশ ডিটেইলস বলুন।
ইংরেজি তো ওরা বোঝে, তাই না?
হ্যাঁ, ইংলিশ বোঝে, প্রয়োজন আমি ট্রান্সলেট করি ইফ এনিবডি রেইজ देयर হ্যান্ড।
ওকে, সো শুড আই স্পিক নাও?
না, ওই আনিস সাহেব বলবে, আনিস সাহেবের পর আপনি জাস্ট এটা ডেলিভার করেন। আপনি আমাদের
আনিস সাহেব কোথায়?
está Anis Liliana acá.
No lo veo acá, a menos que tenga teléfono, porque solamente veo los que tienen el nombre registrado y teléfono, pero no lo veo
Bueno,
acá.
dale espacio a Priti Chakraborty mientras esperamos por Anis.
Por supuesto, adelante, señora Priti.
Miss Priti Chakraborty, please deliver your speech.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just wonder then when I will speak. So if all of you can understand, then it would be better for me. I will try to speak slowly and very small English so that you can understand. Good evening to everyone, because in Bangladesh it is now 8:25 p.m. In the evening. This is a evening for Bangladesh. So thank you very much, first of all, for inviting me in your program, which is led by the Mr. Alim, Argentina Bangladesh Chamber of Industries President. So we all like him very much, and we understand that he is working for Bangladesh and Argentina both way. So his work may bring the benefit to both the country. So meanwhile, you have heard that he has explained some of the benefits and some of the opportunities in Bangladesh where Argentina can work. You know, now Bangladesh is one of the leading economy and moving very fast. Argentina and Bangladesh are very good friends, and we can support Argentina's. Also, meanwhile, I can say that is we are the football lover of Argentina. So all of our Bangladeshi people loves Argentina's football. This is a small point. So regarding the business, Bangladesh is moving
just
fast.
a minute, Mrs. Pretty. Just a minute. Alim, ¿serías por favor tan amable de ir traduciendo lo que dice?
Yo lo voy a traducir fin de su
perfecto.
discurso y así que se
Claro,
sigue
avanzamos.
continuando y le voy a dar una precisa traducción.
Perfecto.
Okay, please
Thank
go
you,
ahead.
Mrs. Pretty.
বুঝি নাই বলেন
আমি বললাম যে তোমাদেরকে ট্রান্সলেট করে ওনার বক্তব্য শেষে ট্রান্সলেট করে আমি তোমাদেরকে এটার একটা প্রিসাইজ
বলবো।
বক্তব্য শোনাই দেব।
তাহলে তো আর বাংলা আর ইংরেজি তো কোনো সমস্যাই নাই আর কি ওকে
সেটাই।
even then I want to speak in English so I just let me start again so Bangladesh and Argentina are very good friends so if we can work together then I understand that both Argentina and Bangladesh will be benefited you know Bangladesh is moving very fast now with their economy and we are of 170 million people are in Bangladesh, and 40% of the whole population are the young generation. So it is very easy to grow on economy with this large number of young population. And we all know that Argentina is a very good country for agricultural products and a major producer of agricultural goods such as wheat, soybeans, and corn. And also emerging economic player as a member of G20, it holds the strategic importance as an emerging economic and political player in the region. And again, Bangladesh is producing the highest world's leading textile exporters. So they are producing good number of RMG products for whole world. Even Bangladesh is working on leather, plastic, pharmaceutical products, and also some light engineering products. So if we can work together, that is, if we can import Argentinian agricultural products, and if you can import from Bangladesh textile products, pharmaceuticals, I think it would be a good win-win situation for both the country. So my proposal is that if come to Bangladesh and see Bangladesh, how it is working, how it is growing. And you know, already our Mr. Alim has told you that our government has prepared 100 economic zone. And though in those economic zones, Japan has come up with their own one single economic zone. And also other than this one, they are funding, they're investing in other economic zones also. And again, some other countries, they are also coming. China is already coming to for one economic zone. So I'm inviting Argentina to come up with their agricultural goods, with their technology to Bangladesh, to an economic zone and invest in Bangladesh. You know, Bangladesh is a huge market and as it is a good player in G20. So whoever will be coming here, they will produce, they will manufacture these products also still until and unless 2030, 2030, you can export to other countries also. And at the same time, you can take the whole profit to your country, that is without any cutting or without any keeping money in Bangladesh. So this is a very good opportunity for Argentina, I understand. So again, I am inviting to you to come over the country to see and enjoy our products. And we can also do our cultural exchange. The embassy can foster. And we know that, I think you also know that Argentina has set up in here embassy. So this embassy can foster increased cultural exchange, promoting understanding and goodwill between the two nations. And what it will, through this cultural exchange, what will happen, you can understand that active domestic consumer market will grow. And startup ecosystem also will grow between the both countries. And innovation and technology transfer, that is another important thing where Argentina can work very efficiently. So let me conclude my speech in here. If required, then I will again come up with some comments, and if any question, I will reply. And I understand that Argentina and Bangladesh can work together, and maybe Mr. Alim, as he is the president of Argentina Bangladesh Chamber of Industries, so he can work as the bonding partner between us. Thank you very much for hearing me.
Okay. Yo me voy en traducción precisamente. Nuestra honrada invitada, directora de Cámara Federal de Bangladesh, Miss Priti Chakraborty, lo que indico acá, primero, la relación y el amor existente, el tema de la fútbol, y después lo que se elaboró, el tema de la producción en Bangladesh, propia producciones, nuestros gloria de producción en textil, estamos haciendo muy bien en el tema de los farmacéuticos, agrícola y light engineering, y para que ustedes también puedan aprovechar y diversificar del mercado de la sourcing, digo que mercado de los proveedores, y no solo apuntando a la China o nuestra competencia Vietnam, puede apuntar a Bangladesh también para hacer la compra. Y también nosotros también estamos interesados y desarrollar nuestro mercado de proveedor con Argentina, con su capacidad de la agrícola, minerías y tecnologías. Y Bangladesh en sector privados y sector gobierno, bienvenida a los empresarios argentinos en Bangladesh. Por ejemplo, en Bangladesh está invirtiendo Japón, está invirtiendo China, India, con su propia zona económica. Y allí en Bangladesh, haciendo producción como FDI, como inversión directa de la extranjera, ustedes hasta 2030 no necesita dejar ninguna ganancia en el Bangladesh. Puedes producir, puedes vender y exportar a los países vecinos del mercado de Asia, un gran mercado de Asia, y puedes llevar tu ganancia a su propio destino. Y su inversión también puede retirar. Y todo ese beneficio es lujoso beneficios. Y obvio que nosotros tenemos, con esos días desde que nacimiento hasta este momento, nosotros tenemos recursos humanos muy capacitados también existiendo. Así que no tenés que ir a buscar cualquier lado, ya lo consigues, recursos humanos capacitados, muy leal. Son, naturalmente, gente son muy leal a sus empleadores y a su organización que genera el trabajo. Así que todos esos beneficios de la sociedad, la infraestructura y la estructura del gobierno, la estructura financiera, es muy luminoso para aprovechar a los empresarios de la Argentina. Y ella es muy agradecido por la organización del GACIPRA, para invitar a nosotros para hablar sobre el tema de la inversión en Bangladesh.
Gracias, Salim. Y yo te consulto, ¿cómo pueden acceder nuestros exportadores a información sobre las necesidades que tienen en Bangladesh? ¿Qué productos necesitan en Bangladesh para los que quieran exportar? ¿La Cámara les
Bueno,
provee esa información?
muy buena pregunta, y ustedes deben saber que la Cámara Argentina-Bangladesh siempre está actualizado con todos los requerimientos de bueno, hay cosas de privado, mucho, hay que nosotros involucramos y ayudamos a los hombres empresarios para unir, para visitar, para conseguir sus partners, socios de compra y venta. Y otro lugar también estamos actuando con muchas licitaciones del gubernamental de la compra de la comestibles, compra de las minerías y varios cocheres, para dar lugar a aprovechar su empresa a competir en el mercado de Bangladesh. Liliana, especialmente usted debe saber que nosotros pasamos toda la licitación gubernamental a ustedes, como nosotros tenemos un acuerdo firmado con ustedes, y pasamos para que las competencias que pueden participar en las licitaciones en Bangladesh también. Esta también es otra oportunidad para los empresarios argentinos en Bangladesh.
Es así, lo
একটা
sabemos.
point miss করেছি. I think she is Liliana, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Her name
Liliana,
is
yes.
Liliana. Okay, আমি ওর পরিচয় জানতে চাই বা এখানে যারা যারা
Liliana
participate
understand in English. You can
English.
ask her
Okay.
directly, yes.
Okay, now Liliana, I just want to know your identity, what you are doing, And I just missed in my speech one point, that is regarding the skilled manpower exporting. So Bangladesh is now working on it, and they are preparing skilled manpower on healthcare, on other sectors also, especially agriculture and healthcare. So it is a good opportunity to take the people from Bangladesh for your agriculture, and if required for healthcare also, because we are producing caregiver, nurses, etc. So first of all, I want to know your identity, what you are doing, and I have seen another gentleman in here, and also Mr. Hugo Peart. So can I be introduced with you all?
Okay, I should introduce you with them. She's the general manager, Gerencia del CASIPRA. This is the institute and the oldest most chamber of commerce in Argentina, the CASIPRA. And she's the secretary general here. And there are so many members and integrals are here presented to be part of the this reunion. And from Dhaka, our legal advisor, Mr. Maidul Polog, is also present here.
Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Pretty. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Pero sí, la verdad, entiendo que la Cámara de Argentina-Bangladesh provee esta información y también comunica las licitaciones que existen. Me refería yo más bien a algún listado de productos que sean los que más se necesitan para exportar hacia Bangladesh, y por qué no, también de Bangladesh importar nosotros. Si tienen ustedes ese listado.
Exactamente, nosotros vamos a involucrar en este lado para dar los lugares para que Argentina también pueda aprovechar los productos que excede la producción de los restos del mundo, y para que Argentina tiene productos con buen precio con buena calidad. Y
আলিম ভাই, কথা না বুঝলে তো মিটিং এ থেকে লাভ নাই। আপনি আমারে কতক্ষণ ট্রান্সফার করবেন, আমি তো কিছু বুঝতেছি না।
আর 10 মিনিট দেন, আমি আপনাকে আরো বুঝায় বলতেছি। তো she is asking that not only Argentina, Bangladesh also can give us the product list which is access product to export in Argentina. I told her that okay, we can do it for you, so that we can take the opportunities.
Exactly. A list of products that we can offer to Bangladesh.
Okay. And from Bangladesh, we will do that. And also from Argentina, you can do that. So both way we can check and decide which products we can go for. Okay.
Excellent.
And both of us, we should work together regarding the tax exemptions in import and export. I understand that Argentina is a little high taxes, so we should work privately to make the policy of the government so that it is accessible for both nations.
Esto se lo podrías comunicar, Alim, también a nuestros participantes, esto de los impuestos, que parece bastante importante.
Sí. Esa es, tiene que hacer algún trato por tema de la exención de los impuestos para hacer la negociación entre Argentina y Bangladesh por los productos de las ambas naciones para hacer los beneficios. Acordamos una cosa simple, yo lo digo, que Argentina y Bangladesh ambos son octavo en ambos temas. Por ejemplo, en la civilización humanidad, nosotros somos habitantes octavo en el mundo. Humanidad civil, digo que humanidad donde vive en este mundo, esta tierra, geográficamente Argentina es octavo con su territorio. Es ambos para aprovechar los recursos.
Así es.
Eso es lo que creo, esa siempre desde el inicio de la actividad de nuestras y hasta hoy, y lo sigo diciendo, para que nosotros podemos buscar los beneficios y buscar las coples para trabajar conjuntamente en esos temas.
¿Y el gobierno de Bangladesh ofrece facilidades para exportación y importación?
El gobierno de Bangladesh es muy accesible. Bangladesh government is give very good access for the international trade. For import and export, they don't put any barrier. They just make the market competitive, and they give the opportunity for the foreign investors to utilize the opportunities.
And also,
And
I just mentioned that is whenever you will come, you'll invest, you'll produce products, you can export to other countries also, no barrier.
Los inversionistas extranjeras también se puede invertir directo sin pagar impuestos y puedes exportar al otros países extranjeras sin tener ninguna barra. Y también puede retirar sus ganancias, puede retirar sus inversiones también sin tener ninguna barra. Y nosotros, no solo esta, nosotros tenemos una oficina, se llama BIDA, Bangladesh Investment Development Authority. Ellos se da el servicio de una sola oficina, te da el servicio de 23 importantes cosas para que una inversionista extranjera se accede, como que yo voy en una oficina de vida, yo lo hago inversión en Bangladesh en 3 días. Es cuestión de 72 horas. I'm just telling that our Office of the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority give the services of 23
Windows.
windows
Departments, okay, under single roof.
to make the direct investment foreign direct investment in Bangladesh. You don't need
Yes.
to go to here, there, another office and another office and another office. Then
Only
from one
single
office, you
office.
get all solutions.
One office. Yes.
Only one office. Y vos querés hacer invertir en Bangladesh, vas a una sola oficina, te da todo: permiso del trabajo, permiso de inversión, licencia de todas las clases de licencia, hasta resolver problemas de inmigración y todos. Hasta la permiso de residencia de una sola oficina, para que vos vas, invertís en Bangladesh y arrancar, producir y exportar al mundo. Y también se lo beneficia a las institutos financieros de Bangladesh, te da los beneficios para que vos puedas trabajar tranquilamente con el precio muy competitivo del mercado del mundo de la financiera.
Y el acceso a esta oficina puede ser virtual, está ubicada en algún lugar.
Está en varios lugares, desde el capital Dhaka, en otro capital de la comercial en Chittagong, después en todos los lugares, es 100 zonas exportación, 100 zonas de inversiones extranjeras y procesamiento de la zona de exportación, todos los lugares está con esos beneficios. Así que vos vas, presentas tu documentación y proyectos y eliges el lugar donde quiere, qué clase de producción. Obvio que tenés que llevar, acordate, tenés que llevar, no tenés que hacer producción de tóxicas en tu ambiente. Todas esas cosas, evaluándolo, te aprueba el proyecto en una sola oficina, cuestión de 72 horas, está aprobado para invertir en Bangladesh. Y con permiso de trabajo, con permiso de migraciones y todo lo más.
Perfecto. Acá nos pregunta Fernando Modolo si podrían facilitar o a dónde consultar el listado de productos de interés en Bangladesh y lo que ustedes pueden ofrecernos, más o menos lo que yo les había preguntado. El contacto de tuyo, Amil, o el de la Cámara, yo con mucho gusto se los puedo facilitar también a través de Casipra. Les vamos a facilitar los contactos de la Cámara de Bangladesh.
Exactamente, que se consulte por la Cámara. Y nosotros, basando la consulta, a veces resolvemos aquí, a veces mandamos a la Cámara Federal en Bangladesh. Any kind of consultancy regarding the investment, that they can pass it to us, and if we can resolve it here, or we will pass it to the Federal Chamber of Bangladesh.
Yes.
We have one
And
more
we are here.
investment sector.
Sorry?
We have one more investment sector, which is power sector. So
Yes, they can
they can come.
come and invest here as well. And
Yes.
previously, I talked to the Argentine Atomic Energy Commission to invest in Bangladesh as well. That is a good. We want the competitive investor there. We are working with Russia right at the moment. Bangladesh is working very well with Russia.
With Russia.
Yes, Argentina can also take opportunities if they have that opportunities to utilize in Bangladesh. That's a question.
Yes.
Different question takes place here.
Yes, you can talk to their
Because
atomic energy. Yes, we are here. We are
They had a
working
meeting
with Russia.
with our energy secretary, and I arranged a meeting with the energy secretary with the head of atomic commission here.
Okay.
But they have a very good project. They had 90 megawatt nuclear energy project. Very beautiful project. And Argentina has also is giving the service in about 8 to 10 nations for the nuclear energy electricity services. Among them, Egypt is one of them. Saudi Arab, Egypt, Australia, Netherlands. There are many countries. They gave me the list.
Entiendo que hay una oficina
Good.
además de
Excelente.
energía nuclear, eso es lo que decían, o de
Sí,
energía.
nosotros sí, estamos hablando del tema de la inversión de la Argentina en la energía nuclear en Bangladesh, que se puede aprovechar.
Bien, perfecto.
Okay, next time when you will be in here, then we will go to our energy secretary.
Okay.
No,
Amazing
acá está el
secretary.
señor Anis Rahman. Ya lo veo acá entre los invitados. No sé, Alim, si le quieres dar la
Sí,
bienvenida.
por favor, invítalo vos en inglés y decirle darle
Yes.
su curso y así me parece ya para terminar también.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Anis Rahman. Sí, no logro verlo acá.
I
Acá.
thought that I have to join at 11, so I was waiting. I didn't realize it already started. Sorry
Thank
about
you
It's
so
11
much
o'clock
for
in
visiting
Argentina,
us
Anis bhai.
today.
That's what probably
Oh, my
you are from
apologies.
Washington. You thought that the Washington time 11 o'clock. That's what it happened. Okay.
Well, sorry for the late. Good morning to each and every one of you from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Also, good evening from Bangladesh.
Good evening from Bangladesh.
Good morning from Argentina.
Okay, Anis bhai, please deliver your speech. We are waiting for your speech.
Oh, my apologies again for being late. I didn't realize there is a time difference. So anyway, as you all the distinguished people over here, welcome. It is a great pleasure and privilege to meet with all of you from Argentina, from Bangladesh, and elsewhere in the world. I'm Anis Rahman. I am located here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is the Eastern Time Zone. I organized a company for last 22 or so years, especially making a new kind of instrument for the semiconductor industry. But my specialization is particularly in nanotechnology, and that's what I have been doing for last 40 or so years. So I have been taking initiatives, trying to work with whoever I can to foster both commerce and academia in nanotechnology in Bangladesh and in collaboration with all over the world. And in my opinion, Argentina is a really great, in a great position to benefit both themselves and benefit the efforts or initiatives in Bangladesh, particularly in the field of nanotechnology. And this term comes up in my, whenever I try to say something, it keeps coming up like a broken record. But as you know that, sooner or later, in particular, it already is happening that each and every technology up to date will be better by nanotechnology. Nanotechnology doesn't escape anything, be it electricity, electric generation, distribution, use, storage, be it removing the plastic pollution from the world, being it the medical devices, micro robot or nano robot, as we call it, drugs, pharmaceuticals. In fact, there is no area I can think of where nanotechnology don't have really good role, and it can revolutionize a lot of things. So one of my passion is the countries, particularly Bangladesh, Argentina, and this kind of countries have something to learn from countries like China, countries like South Korea, of course, Europe and Americas. Why? Because China is today known as the warehouse of the world. They can supply just about anything. And that is the reason they are the second biggest economy today. And of course, the USA played a key role to bring them into the World Trade Organization during the time of Bill Clinton. He lobbied and he brought them in. And if you look at Chinese economy, it made a day and night difference for them after they were given the chance to get into the World Trade Organization. Their economy just jumped, in a sense, over the last 20 years or so after they were part of WTO. But it didn't happen just by magic. They worked hard. They produced just about anything we here in America and Europe and elsewhere in the world, they buy, they can go to China and buy them. In Japan also, they also produce a lot of things. But the success of China is due to their product. So that lesson, I think Bangladesh can learn, probably Argentina too. And Bangladesh, speaking for Bangladesh only, and I have been, vocal about it. So I have no apology for being vocal about it, that Bangladesh could do a lot more than they are doing. One of the good things is that they have taken this Vision 2041 when they want to be a high-income country as opposed to being mid or lower mid-income country, which they have progressed a lot, but they have a lot more to progress. Meaning, the country has some $500 billion GDP today. To become developed country or high-income country, their economy has to go to $2 to $3 trillion mark. And how is that going to happen? It's not going to happen just by doing what they are doing, more of it. That will not take them to that mark. So what are the alternatives? Well, first of all, what is working for Bangladesh? If we look at it right now, two sectors. One is the garments, they call RMG, ready-made garments. That industry is flourishing. They are the second biggest exporter of the ready-made garments in the world, which is a good thing, which is working for them. And of course, the remittance is an important aspect of Bangladesh economy. But other sectors are really small. So Bangladesh must find some way to bring a few more mainstream export sectors like garments. what they can do. So where is the solution going to come from? You know, more leather, more fish, more tea, that can take them only so much. That's not even going to come close to where the governments are. So where is the mainstream? And in my opinion, and I have demonstrated in writing as well as in product development, that nanotechnology has the answer. How? Well, let's take one example, the plastic. So the premise is that Bangladesh must solve a bigger problem. It's not just they want to make their own economy better, which is, of course, they do. That's a goal. But how? By solving a bigger problem that is impacted, the whole world is impacted. And plastic pollution is one of them. Plastic is killing us in more than many different ways. And ocean has the garbage patch as well as the land mass has the garbage patch. So on the other, that is a problem. But on the other hand, without plastic, we can do nothing. This computer in front of me or telephone, not everything will disappear if there is no plastic tomorrow. In your household, if you look around, 90% of the things, maybe more than 90% of things have one or another way of dependent on the plastic. So how do we eliminate the use of plastic, but without sacrificing our way of life? That is the question. And nanotechnology does have the answer. You have to find something that is as versatile, as useful as plastic, yet biodegradable, and yet does not pollute our environment or our even health or the oceans. And that's where we have proposed at least a significant portion of the plastic can be removed by nanomaterial called nanocellulose. And Bangladesh, Malaysia, India, this kind of countries are producing jute or alternative of them. In our opinion, jute is actually a nanomaterial. It's not just a fiber. So when you combine the strength of all these nanomaterials to get both structural strength, flexibility, durability, but above all, not polluting the environment, the biodegradable, that is a solution which is viable, feasible, can be done. And Bangladesh has a lot of resources, and so does Argentina. It comes from wood. It comes from the wood pulp is a non-industry. So we just have to do the next steps to get nanocellulose out of it, combine that. We have to process the jute fiber in a different way, combine them to make all different kind of structures, including your replacement of polythene bags, for example. This is only one example, and it is doable. It can be implemented tomorrow. As you probably know, in the United States, plastic bags have been banned for more than a decade now, 3 decades now. And yet we use it every day. Why? Because there is no alternative. What am I going to do? I go to the grocery. If I don't have the polythene bag, then we are stranded, we are stuck. That's why even though it is banned by law, we keep doing it. So we need to bring the alternative. And the funny thing is that this is not a sexy problem to solve. We are producing more plastic every day, more plastic goods every day, and that's going into our pollution every day. More and more is compounding every day, yet we don't have that much initiative to solve this problem. Why? Because no physicist is going to get a Nobel Prize by solving that problem. So it's not a very attractive problem to solve. But it's a question of our survivability That's not good enough. That doesn't ring a bell to our conscience, to our economy, to our policymakers. It should. But that's, that's only one example. In medical science, nanotechnology is making miracle. You can make nanorobots to selectively attack, let's say, a cancer cell, and all other cells will not be disturbed, and so on and so forth. So there are quite a few things. Even in Bangladesh, we can do this, sand processing to silicon. Today's world, almost 1/5 of the world economy is electronics. Some $100 trillion world economy, $21-22 trillion is the electronics. All different kind of electronics, and electronics is dependent on silicon. Where does silicon come from? There is no mine. So the sand is processed to make into silicon. And again, silicon, when first sand is processed, it makes the metallic silicon, and then the metallic silicon is further purified to make the electronic grade silicon. So this polysilicon, the metallic grade silicon, guess where it comes from? 80% of it comes from China. 80% of it, the world's polysilicon supply comes from China. So how can you eliminate China from any kind of development activity? You cannot. So Bangladesh has a golden opportunity to invest into factories where Bangladesh has abundance of sand. Almost all countries have them, and process their sand, make the polysilicon, make the silicon wafer, which is the basis for making the electronics. So it's just a simple example. If I have to make rice or pulao, whatever I want to make, I first have to have rice. So similarly, if I want to make electronic circuits, first thing we need is the silicon wafer, the disk of pure silicon metal. That is the basis of producing any electronics. And so if we can, the making the electronics cost $1 billion factory, they call fab, which doesn't work unless you have the silicon wafer. And that factory costs $100 million. So it's a no-brainer that you make the silicon wafer factory for smaller investment and supply to the world. Therefore, the electronics prices will come down. There is a shortage. Worldwide, believe it or not, there were about 15 or so companies making silicon wafer. They all have been consolidated. Bigger companies have bought the smaller ones. Now there's only 5 or 6 companies producing silicon wafer, and this is a several $100 billion industry. So all the companies, all the countries that have the fab, they are looking for new supply chain members. And Bangladesh, and I would suspect Argentina also have the opportunity to produce that kind of products where they can become a reasonable supply chain member. One last example is Vietnam. Vietnam alone is, United States alone is importing more than $100 billion from a small country called Vietnam. And because of the supply chain issue is becoming so much polarized, so they need to diversify it. So all other countries can take part into that supply chain, producing the right kind of product. With that, I thank you for your attention. I'm happy to take any questions.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sé que sabemos que tenemos, me parece, Lili, estamos con casi fin del tiempo,
Sí,
pero
así que
lo voy a
breve
traducir un
resumen,
poquito el
sí,
tema
claro.
el tema
Un breve
de nuestro invitado, Mr. Anis Rahman.
Por favor.
Ya lo entendemos que es el experto de la nanotecnología lo que está diciendo por la importancia entre los países como Argentina y Bangladesh, cómo tenemos que trabajar para buscar las vidas y salvar las situaciones que tiene en el problema de la política y todos los poluciones y avanzar conjuntamente utilizando recursos, el tema de la nanotech, el tema del el trabajo económico, utilizando la nanotecnología. Y alguien si quiere preguntar algo, el tema de ese tema a él, está dispuesto para responder.
Parece que no hay ninguna pregunta, pero con toda seguridad, a ver, la que tengan, por supuesto, contáctense con nosotros acá en CACIPRI, con mucho gusto la vamos a transmitir a la Cámara de Bangladesh. Bueno, thank you so much, Mrs. Priti Chakraborty, for your excellent speech. Thank you, Mr. Anis Rahman, for your interesting and complete presentation. Thank you, Alim, for your kind assistance. Y gracias a todos los que hoy nos han acompañado en esta presentación. Para nosotros todo un gusto tenerlos acá. Thank you so much.
Gracias. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, yes, she is good.
Un abrazo. El
Sí.
tema para estar presente y para escucharnos con todas las atenciones, y estamos dispuestos para trabajar juntos. Te
Excelente.
agradezco mucho a todos. Y gracias. Thank you, Mr. Anis Rahman, Mr. Priti Chakraborty, to be with us and of your very kind and very interesting presentations. It will help for
Thank
both
you
of us.
also. Thank you also, Mr. Alim and Liliana and others for inviting me to your program. And we understand that Argentina, Bangladesh will grow together, and there is huge scope to work together. And also, I'm very grateful and fortunate to listen regarding the nanotechnology from Mr. Anis Rahman. I think you know, do you know Mr. Sabir, Dr. Sabir? He is from Dhaka University. So he is working with your microchips and nanotechnology. I don't know whether you know him. Okay, later we will talk about him.
Yeah,
And,
I'm familiar with quite a few of them. Some of the initiatives they are taking through Walton and so on and so forth. There are a lot to say here, and perhaps even I can catch up a little later. As you know, I have been working I started with Mr. Mohit when he was alive and he was the finance minister. So I do have some proposal to them. There are a lot of places it's a chicken and egg problem, and a lot of places they have misconception. It is not easy to make the policymakers in Dhaka to understand what is more important and what is less important. They have certain mindset, and they have gotten input from from the interest groups, which is and I'm not present over there. I have to life a little here, so but I'm happy to help.
Later, I think I'll.
Very interested to discuss. Yeah.
Okay. Later, I think me, you, and our Mr. Alim will talk together with the nanotechnology, how we can use it in our medical sector. As
Sure.
I'm the person
Not only that,
working
we can
from medical
find some
sector.
opportunities in Argentina. There are few sectors can work. We have some connections with them, and we have some fields to work here as well. We'll talk later on. We hope that Argentina will
So
be benefited.
we'll prepare a list, Mr. Alim, so that how Argentina can introduce their products in Bangladesh. And also Bangladesh will prepare a list with the help of you. I understand that how they can work. Yes, with cost.
Thank you, everybody. Gracias a todos.
From BCI or FBCCI. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.